Hey, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Welcome back to Coins Dealer, where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a very special coin, the 2009 Lincoln Penny, no mint mark, that's recently been valued at a whopping $1 million. That's right, a single penny worth a fortune. So, grab your old coin collections, and let's see if you might have one of these hidden treasures waiting to change your life. Before we get into what makes this penny so valuable, let's set the stage. In 2009, the United States Mint released a series of commemorative Lincoln pennies to celebrate the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. These coins were special for two reasons: their four unique reverse designs representing Lincoln's life and the change in composition due to the economic climate. However, not all 2009 pennies were created equal. The penny in question today has no mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. And what makes it stand out? Well, some rare errors and unique features have collectors willing to pay top dollar. So, what exactly should you be looking for on this penny? The value lies in several unique factors. First, let's talk about condition. The penny we're discussing is in pristine condition, graded as MS 67 or higher. This means it has no signs of wear, perfect luster, and sharp details. But that's not all. Some 2009 pennies have rare errors or die varieties. Look closely for double dies, where parts of the design appear slightly doubled, or other minting mishaps. These errors are like jackpots for collectors, driving the value sky high. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the market value. Recently, a flawless 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny sold for a staggering $1 million at an exclusive coin auction. Why such a high price? It's a combination of rarity, demand, and that perfect condition. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for these rare finds, and the competition to own a piece of numismatic history is fierce. This means prices can skyrocket if two or more wealthy collectors want the same coin. Now, if you think you have a 2009 Lincoln penny worth big money, here's how you can get started selling it. First, consider getting your coin professionally graded by agencies like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade can significantly increase your coin's value. Next, take high-quality photos of your coin, capturing every detail, especially if you suspect an error. List your coin on trusted platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections, and always research similar listings to set a competitive price. To wrap up, the 2009 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a simple coin can become a millionaire's dream. So, check your change, search your old piggy banks, and who knows? You might just strike gold, or, in this case, copper. We're diving into one of the most sought-after coins, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, valued at an astonishing $1.9 million in the current market. Yes, you heard that right, $1.9 million. So, stick around as we explore what makes this penny so special and how you can identify if you have one in your collection. The Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been in circulation since 1909 and is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. The penny has gone through several design changes, but the 1984 version has a unique place in numismatic circles. The reason? A rare and valuable variety known as the 1984 double die obverse or DDO. So, what does this mean? Well, a double die coin is one where the die used to strike the coin had a doubled image, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the coin's details. In the case of the 1984 penny, the doubling appears prominently on Abraham Lincoln's ear and, in some cases, on the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. But there's a twist: the rarest versions of this penny have no mint mark, meaning they were struck in Philadelphia. Alright, let's get into how to identify if you have one of these valuable 1984 pennies. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. This is crucial for spotting the tiny details. Now, look closely at Lincoln's ear. The doubling effect should be distinct, with the appearance of a second ear slightly below the first. Next, check the inscriptions. If you notice any doubling there, that's another indicator. Finally, remember, the absence of a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, and this version is where the big money lies. So, why is this penny worth $1.9 million? The rarity of the 1984 double-die obverse penny combined with the collector demand for error coins has driven up the value astronomically. Serious coin collectors are always on the hunt for these unique finds, making them a prized possession at auctions. In 2024, a pristine version of this penny fetched a staggering $1.9 million due to its near-perfect condition and historical significance. It's incredible to think that something as small as a penny could change someone's life. Condition plays a huge role in a coin's value. Coins that have never been in circulation, or those in mint state, are worth the most. So, if your penny is well preserved, you might be sitting on a fortune. Now, let's talk about selling your coin. If you believe you have a 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with the double die, here's what to do next. First, have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Authentication is crucial for maximizing your coin's value. Once your coin is authenticated, you have several selling options. Heritage auctions and Stack's Bowers galleries are top choices for rare coin auctions. Visit a reputable dealer, but do your research to ensure you're getting a fair offer. Websites like eBay can be a good option, but beware of scams and lowball offers. Always set a reserve price to protect your investment. Before you go hunting through your penny jar, here are some tips for new and seasoned coin collectors. Use coin holders or albums to prevent damage. Cleaning can significantly reduce their value. Follow coin collecting forums and websites to stay updated on valuable coins and market trends. Coin collecting can be both a fun hobby and a potentially lucrative investment, so treat your coins with care. And that wraps up today's video. If you found this information helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Comment below if you have any questions or want to share your own coin collecting stories. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in the world of rare coins, the United States 1965 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, which has a current market value of a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Before we get into the details of why this penny is so valuable, let's take a step back in time to understand its history. The 1960s were a time of major change in the United States, and even the production of coins wasn't spared from this upheaval. In 1965, the U.S. Mint was under pressure due to a coin shortage caused by a massive increase in coin usage and the rising value of silver. As a result, the U.S. Mint decided to stop using mint marks on coins produced that year to distribute coins more evenly across the country. So, what makes this 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark so extraordinary? Well, for starters, most 1965 pennies are made from a copper alloy and are quite common. However, what sets a rare and valuable 1965 penny apart is its extraordinary condition or unique error. Some coins from this era may have errors like double dies, misstrikes, or even incredibly well-preserved uncirculated conditions that collectors drool over. In this case, an immaculate, perfectly struck example with historical significance has fetched millions of dollars at auctions. To determine if your 1965 penny could be worth millions, coin grading is crucial. The scale ranges from good, where a coin has heavy wear, to a mint state, where it looks almost as fresh as the day it was minted. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for coins in mint state. Experts use magnifying tools to check for unique features, so if you think you have a pristine penny, it's essential to get it professionally graded. Remember, a small imperfection could make a big difference in the value of your coin, so be sure to work with a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Now, let's talk about the 1965 Lincoln penny that made headlines. This extraordinary coin sold for an astonishing $1.8 million, setting a new record in the world of coin collecting. What made it so valuable? It was a perfect combination of rarity, impeccable condition, and demand. Auction houses saw fierce bidding wars as collectors were eager to own a piece of American history. Imagine the thrill of finding a coin like this in your own collection and having it change your life forever. So, how can you cash in if you think you have a valuable coin? The first step is to get your coin authenticated and graded. Once you have an official grade, you can explore selling it online through auction houses like Heritage Auctions, or on platforms like eBay, where collectors are always looking for rare finds. Keep in mind, marketing your coin well and providing clear photos can help attract serious buyers. Don't be afraid to do your research and consult with professionals if you're unsure. Remember, it's better to spend a little time and money on authentication than to potentially miss out on a fortune. Who knew that a humble penny could be worth so much? Keep your eyes peeled, check your pocket change, and maybe, just maybe, you'll discover a life-changing treasure. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and leave a comment if you have any questions or coin-related stories to share. We're talking about a truly extraordinary find, the 1966 Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. Believe it or not, this coin has fetched an astonishing $1.9 million in certain market conditions. Yes, you heard that right, $1.9 million. So, if you've got a jar of old pennies lying around, you'll want to stick around and see if you've struck gold, or in this case, copper. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to keep learning about rare coins that could make you rich. First, let's talk about the history of the 1966 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted during a time of great change in the United States. The country was in the middle of the civil rights movement, and the Vietnam War was at its peak. However, one thing that remained constant was the production of the Lincoln penny, a tribute to one of the nation's greatest presidents. The 1966 Lincoln penny features the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. But what makes this coin special isn't just its age or design. The key factor is that there's no mint mark. In 1966, the U.S. Mint, headquartered in Philadelphia, omitted mint marks on all coins to discourage coin hoarding and speculation. So, what's the deal with this 1966 penny? Why is it so incredibly valuable? Well, coin collectors and experts are always on the lookout for coins in pristine condition, known as mint state coins. The fewer imperfections, the higher the grade and value. For the 1966 penny, one of the main drivers of its value is its condition and rarity. Specifically, coins that are in red mint state, meaning they still have their original coppery luster, are extremely sought after. Furthermore, error coins or those with unusual features add even more value. The coin that sold for $1.9 million had a perfect combination of condition, rarity, and historical significance. But wait, what should you look for when examining your old pennies? Now, let's talk about identifying whether your 1966 penny could be worth a fortune. Here are some key steps. If your 1966 penny doesn't have a tiny letter under the year, it's from the Philadelphia Mint, which is normal, but doesn't rule out value. Is it brown, or bright red? Red pennies are the most valuable. Are there scratches, dings, or discoloration? The more flawless, the better. Coins are graded from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. An MS 65 or higher is where you'll start to see significant value. For a quick evaluation, you can use magnifying glasses or take your coin to a professional coin grader. So, if you think you have a valuable 1966 penny, where can you sell it? Here are some top options: a great platform to auction off coins, but you'll need to understand listing fees and how to present your coin well. Known for selling high-value coins. If you think your coin is worth a lot, consider getting it appraised and selling it through a reputable auction house. These can also be useful, but be cautious and do your research to avoid scams. And that's everything you need to know about the 1966 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny and how it could potentially make you a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on valuable and rare coins. Also, drop a comment below if you found an interesting coin and want to know its potential value. I'd love to hear your stories and even feature some of them in our next video. We're talking about a seemingly ordinary penny minted in 1968 that could be worth millions. Yes, you might be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. So, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our valuable coin insights. First things first, let's talk about the basics of the 1968 Lincoln penny. These coins feature the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner. But what sets this coin apart and gives it that extraordinary value is the lack of a mint mark. Typically, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1968 don't have a mint mark, and that's expected. However, there are unique varieties and errors that make certain 1968 pennies worth more than just a single cent. Why is a penny from 1968 valued at $1.8 million? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. Some of these coins feature minting errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. These errors can include things like doubling, where the design elements are struck more than once, creating a fascinating, and profitable, effect. Additionally, some collectors pay top dollar for coins with pristine conditions. That means if your 1968 penny has little to no wear and tear, or if it's been well preserved over the years, you might be in luck. So, how can you tell if your 1968 penny is special? Here's what to look for. As mentioned, Philadelphia minted coins don't have a mint mark. But don't assume every no mint mark penny is rare. Look closer. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for doubling, especially on the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. The coin's grade matters immensely. Uncirculated coins or those in mint state condition are worth significantly more. To fetch the highest price, your coin should be professionally graded. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, provide an official grade that can increase the coin's value. Make sure your coin is carefully cleaned by a professional before getting it graded. Mishandling or improper cleaning can drastically reduce its value. Okay, let's talk money. If you believe your 1968 penny is the real deal, you have a few options to sell it. You can list it on auction sites like eBay, or for a more targeted audience, you could use specialized coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. When selling online, be sure to provide clear, high-resolution images of both sides of the coin and mention any certifications or special characteristics. Transparency is key. As of now, some 1968 Lincoln pennies have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. The most valuable ones can go for up to $1.8 million. The market for rare coins is always fluctuating, so staying informed is crucial. Finding a rare coin like this can feel like winning the lottery, but remember, the chances are slim. Still, it's always worth checking those old pennies you've saved over the years. Who knows? You might just be holding a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow coin collectors. And if you have any questions or stories about coins you found, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1970 Lincoln penny and what makes this little piece of copper so incredibly valuable. Let's get started. First things first, the 1970 penny is a Lincoln cent minted in Denver. In general, most 1970 pennies are worth just a cent, but there are a few key factors that can make this coin worth a small fortune. This year's penny was minted with some unique errors and varieties that collectors pay big money for. Before we get into the rarest examples, let's briefly cover the background. So, what makes a 1970 penny valuable? In short, It's all about errors and rare die varieties. In particular, there's a famous error variety known as the double die obverse. This means the front of the coin, where you see Abraham Lincoln's face and the date, was struck twice, creating a doubling effect that's visible to the naked eye. Look for doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." Even a slight doubling can dramatically increase a coin's value, especially if it's well preserved. To check your penny for doubling, use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Carefully inspect the date and lettering. If you see clear doubling, you might be holding a gold mine in your hands. Aside from doubling, also pay attention to the overall condition of your penny. The better the condition, the higher the value. Grading plays a huge role in determining the final market price. Speaking of grading, let's talk about why condition is so important. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70, and the closer your coin is to mint state, the higher the value. For a 1970 penny with doubling, a well-preserved example graded at MS 65 or higher can fetch thousands, but the most pristine, perfectly struck coins have reached auction prices in the millions. That's right. One example of a perfectly graded 1970 doubled die penny sold for a whopping $1.7 million. But how do you get your coin graded, and is it worth the investment? To have your coin professionally graded, you'll want to submit it to a reputable grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Grading costs vary, so do your research before you send off your coin. Grading authenticates your coin's condition and provides a certified value, which can make it much easier to sell to collectors or at auction. Once your coin is graded, you have several selling options. You can list it on online platforms like eBay, connect with coin dealers, or even take it to a high-profile auction house if it's truly rare. Remember, high-quality photos and a detailed description of your coin's unique features are key to attracting serious buyers. To wrap things up, always double-check your coins before you spend or sell them. Who knows, that 1970 penny sitting in your coin jar could be your ticket to financial freedom. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you've got any questions or stories about rare coin finds, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. We're diving deep into a fascinating and potentially life-changing discovery, the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark that's currently valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stay with me as we uncover everything you need to know about this coin and how you could strike gold if you find one. Before we get into the details of the coin's value, let's take a brief look at the history. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. Most of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, which is why they have no mint mark. But what makes this penny so special and valuable? Well, the answer lies in the rarity and condition. To fetch that jaw-dropping $1.6 million, the 1978 penny must be in pristine condition, what collectors call MS 67 or higher. That means it must look almost as perfect as the day it was minted, with no signs of wear or damage. But there's more to the story. This coin's extraordinary value also comes from certain error types and unique features that make it a collector's dream. We'll get into those in just a moment. Now, imagine this: you find an old jar of pennies at home, and one of them turns out to be this rare gem. But how do you know if your penny is the one collectors are willing to pay a fortune for? Let's break down the key aspects. First, make sure your penny has no mint mark below the date, which indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The date, 1978, should be crisp and clearly readable. Then, examine the coin's condition. Ideally, you'll want no scratches, dings, or discoloration. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for details. If your penny is in mint condition, it's time to consult a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, a professional grading can make all the difference in proving the value of your coin. So, how did this 1978 penny reach such a staggering market value? The key factors include its scarcity in top grades, high demand among collectors, and a bit of auction magic. In the world of numismatics, even a slight difference in grade can mean a price jump from a few dollars to millions. In 2022, a 1978 penny with a top-tier grade sold for an eye-watering $1.6 million at auction. This sets a benchmark for similar coins. Alright, let's talk business. If you think you have a 1978 penny in great condition, how do you sell it? Here's a step-by-step guide to maximize your profit. Submit it to a professional grading service. This gives buyers confidence in your coin's authenticity and condition. You can sell through online auction sites like eBay, or better yet, approach coin dealers or auction houses specializing in rare coins. Join coin collecting forums or social media groups to gauge interest and learn more about potential buyers. Be cautious. Scams and lowball offers are common in the coin world. Always get multiple opinions and never rush into a sale. So, could that old penny in your collection be the key to $1 million payday? Keep an eye out and don't underestimate the value of what you might find. Even if it's not the jackpot coin, every discovery brings you one step closer to learning the art of coin collecting and trading. We're talking about a 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth a staggering $1.5 million. But before we jump into the details, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on rare coins and valuable currency. Let's get started. Imagine holding a penny in your hand, thinking it's worth only 1 cent. But what if I told you that this humble penny from 1979, with no mint mark, has sold for an unbelievable $1.5 million at auction? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick with me, because I'll tell you what makes this coin so special, how you can identify one, and how you might be sitting on a goldmine without even knowing it. Let's first get a bit of context. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it's been a staple of American currency ever since. By 1979, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies each year, but there's something very peculiar about some of the coins minted that year. Usually, pennies have a mint mark that indicates where they were produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and if there's no mint mark, it typically signifies the Philadelphia Mint. However, a small fraction of these 1979 pennies, minted in Philadelphia, have unique characteristics that make them exceptionally rare. So, why would a simple 1979 penny with no mint mark be worth $1.5 million? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Experts and collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are pristine or have distinct errors. This particular penny stands out due to its lack of wear and its no mint mark designation, which means it's incredibly scarce in high-grade conditions. Another factor that boosts its value is its grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, mint-condition coin. Only a handful of 1979 Lincoln pennies have been found in near-perfect condition, making them the holy grail for collectors. The highest grades of these coins are what drive those million-dollar prices. Now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1979 penny is the one that could make you a millionaire. First, look for any signs of wear and tear. The less wear, the better. The coin should have crisp, clear details, with Abraham Lincoln's profile and the words, "In God We Trust," looking sharp and well-defined. Next, examine the area where a mint mark would typically be found, just below the date. If there's no D or S and it's a coin in exceptional condition, you may be holding something very special. The current market for rare coins is hotter than ever. In recent years, collectors have paid record prices for high-grade 1979 no-mint mark pennies, with one recently selling for $1.5 million. These sky-high prices are driven by the limited number of such coins in near-perfect condition and the growing interest among collectors. However, even if your coin isn't in mint condition, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its grade and appeal to collectors. If you think you've got one of these valuable coins, your next question is probably, where can I sell it? Here are some tips: reach out to reputable auction houses that specialize in rare coins. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stax Bowers are great places to start. Be sure to get your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to maximize your sale price. Visit a local coin dealer, but be sure to get multiple appraisals to understand your coin's true value. So, there you have it. Your old change might be more valuable than you ever imagined. If you have a 1979 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, it's time to check its condition and consider getting it professionally evaluated. Who knows? You might be the next person to cash in on this $1.5 million treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content on rare coins and collectibles. We're diving into the world of rare coins, particularly the elusive 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. What makes this coin so special that it could fetch a jaw-dropping $1.7 million at auction? Stay tuned as we uncover everything you need to know. Host standing in front of a collection of coins or an image of the penny. Hey everyone, welcome back to Coins Dealer. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just stumbled upon a few old coins and are wondering if they're worth anything, you're in the right place. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Now, let's talk about this fascinating 1993 penny with no mint mark. Graphic illustration showing the difference between coins with and without mint marks. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1993 penny, let's discuss what a mint mark is. A mint mark is a small letter on a coin that indicates where it was minted. Common marks include D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia. But if a coin doesn't have a mint mark, it often signifies that it was minted in Philadelphia. However, certain no-mint mark coins have a unique story and a much higher value, and the 1993 penny is one of them. Old newspaper clippings, coin production process, and animations explaining rarity. So, what's the deal with the 1993 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? Well, to understand its significance, we have to look at coin production in 1993. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies that year, but a tiny number were struck under very unusual circumstances, making them extremely rare. Only a handful of these coins are believed to exist, which is why collectors are willing to pay a small fortune. Now, if you want to check if your 1993 penny could be worth millions, here's what to look for. The first thing is the absence of a mint mark. Look under the year 1993 on the obverse side of the coin. The coin's value increases significantly if it is in mint or near mint condition. Check for scratches, discoloration, and other signs of wear. Some rare pennies also have error signs like double die obverse or unusual striking patterns. Make sure to examine these features closely. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay $1.7 million for a penny? The answer lies in the coin's rarity and demand among collectors. When a coin is this rare and comes with an intriguing backstory, it becomes highly sought after. In some cases, wealthy collectors or museums are willing to pay a premium to add such a coin to their collection. Additionally, coins in impeccable condition are more likely to fetch these sky-high prices. Coin values can fluctuate based on the market, but as of now, this particular penny has seen some serious bidding wars. The coin market has been booming, especially as more people become aware of rare coins through social media and online marketplaces. Right now, experts estimate that the best condition 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could sell for up to $1.7 million. It's incredible, right? So, what if you think you've struck gold, or in this case, copper? Here's a quick guide on how to sell your rare coins. First, you'll need to get your coin authenticated by a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will grade your coin, which will significantly impact its value. You can sell your coin at auction houses, online marketplaces like eBay, or even specialized coin collector forums. Make sure to research current market values and set a price that reflects your coin's rarity and condition. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips. Always handle rare coins carefully, avoid cleaning them, and store them properly in a safe environment to maintain their condition. Remember, even the smallest imperfection could affect the value. And that's a wrap on today's video about the 1993 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might be sitting on a fortune in their change jar. Drop a comment below if you have questions or stories about rare coins, and I'll see you in the next video. 1996 D Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that's making headlines and is valued at an incredible $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.9 million. So, if you have a 1996 D penny lying around, stick around because this could be worth a lot more than you think. In today's video, we're diving deep into its value, why it's so rare, and how you can cash in on your own valuable coins. If you're looking to sell old coins online, stay tuned until the end where I'll give you some expert tips on how to do it successfully. Let's get started. Alright, let's talk about this coin. The 1996 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and at first glance, it might seem like just another regular penny. After all, the Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, so how could one from 1996 possibly be worth millions? Well, the truth is, not all 1996 D pennies are worth this kind of money. It's actually a rare error coin, and we're going to break down exactly why. So, what makes the 1996 D penny worth $1.9 million? Well, it all comes down to a very rare minting error, the 1996 D double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the die used to strike the penny was misaligned, causing the design to appear doubled. If you look closely, you can see a noticeable doubling effect on the date and the word Liberty on the coin. Now, not every 1996 D penny has this error. The ones that do are extremely rare, and if you've got one, it could be worth a fortune. A penny that's been struck with this kind of error, especially in great condition, is a collector's dream, and that's why these coins can sell for as much as $1.9 million in auctions or private sales. Now, before you get too excited and start rummaging through your piggy bank, let's talk about condition. Just like with any collectible, the condition of your coin plays a huge role in its value. In the world of coin collecting, this is called grading. Grading ranges from poor to mint state. The higher the grade, the more your coin is worth. For the 1996 D double die obverse, coins in mint condition with little to no wear are more likely to fetch higher prices. A coin that's been well preserved, with all the details sharp and clear, will obviously fetch more than one that's been through the ringer. So, be sure to check the condition of your penny before getting too excited. To make sure you're looking at a real 1996 D double die obverse, here are a few things to look for. The 1996 should appear doubled. You'll see a noticeable shift in the numbers. The most prominent doubling can be found in the bottom of the digits. You'll notice a doubled effect in the lettering, especially along the bottom of the letters. You can also check for doubling on the mint mark. For a true 1996 D penny, the D mint mark will also show a split in the letters. If you think you might have a valuable 1996 D penny, you'll want to get it appraised by a professional. Here's what to do. A professional coin dealer will be able to examine the coin and verify whether or not it's a true double die obverse. Grading companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are trusted names in the industry. They'll evaluate your coin and assign it a grade, which will greatly affect its market value. So, you've got your coin appraised, and now you're ready to sell. Here's how to get the best price for your 1996 D penny online. Check what similar coins have sold for recently. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections can give you a good idea of the going rates for error coins. Don't overprice your coin just because it's rare. Be mindful of the market and set a price that's competitive. When selling online, the pictures matter a lot. Make sure you show clear, high-quality images of both sides of the coin, with close-ups of any errors. Include information about the coin's condition, the minting error, and any certification or grading it's received. The more details, the better. Sites like eBay, Etsy, or even specialized auction houses are great places to sell. Consider using an escrow service for added security, especially for high-value coins. So, there you have it, folks. If you have a 1996 D. Lincoln penny, it might just be worth millions. Just remember that its rarity, condition, and the presence of a minting error all play into its value. Whether you're collecting or selling, always make sure to do your research, get your coin appraised, and choose the right platform to sell online.